Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today we have some pretty interesting news about Watch Dogs 2. So let's get started. First off, a new trailer for the Zodiac Killer was released on Ubisoft's official YouTube channel, and the description for this pre-order bonus reads this: an unwanted ghost of San Francisco's past has resurfaced after 50 years. A killer is staging the bodies of his victims all over Oakland like the infamous Zodiac Killer of the 60s, and he's taunting the police and news outlets with coded messages. Will you succeed in decrypting the messages and hunting down the copycat? So honestly, this sounds very similar to Assassin's Creed Syndicate's Jack the Ripper DLC, but keep in mind this will be a pre-order bonus and not a full-on DLC like Jack the Ripper. It's also worth noting you will get a pretty cool outfit as well as that mission if you do decide to pre-order the game, so that's up to you. Anyways, if you want to see the full trailer for yourselves, a link will be in the description down below. Moving on, I know I'm pretty late on this, I'm sorry, but my good friend Epic Stream Man made a post about the ESRB rating on Watch Dogs 2, and oddly enough, it has some pretty cool information. Now, I do want to say there is some minor spoilers, so if you want to be fully surprised on release, I would recommend clicking off this video. Again, it's nothing major, but I did want to give a disclaimer. Alright, so if you don't know about the ESRB, they're the ones who basically give a game its rating. For Watch Dogs 2 specifically, it's rated M for mature, which I don't think comes as a surprise to anyone. But yeah, the interesting part is the description, which reads this: some sequences contain additional acts of violence, a man bleeding out and dying from a stab wound, a man shot and killed by an officer, the game contains some sexual material, a man selling child pornography over the phone, no sexual acts or nudity depicted, a strip club depicting pole dancers and topless women, brief instances of male and female full frontal nudity. The examples are a woman in body paint and a man standing with a woman outdoors. During the course of the game, characters are depicted smoking marijuana and using needles to inject themselves with drugs. In one sequence, the player's screen warps and blurs after consuming mushrooms laced with acid. The words fuck, shit, and asshole are heard in the dialogue. So real quick, yes, for those of you who didn't know, there is strip clubs in the game. I think H2O Delirious has some footage of it, so I'll leave a link to his video if you're interested in seeing that. But yeah, the interesting part about this description, at least for me, is that characters are smoking weed and injecting themselves with drugs. Now, I'm not annoyed by this, I'm just a bit surprised because I would have loved to have a mission that was centered around digital trips, like maybe bring back Spider Tank or something like that instead of going this route. But honestly, I can't complain because they can still make a really cool mission out of this, and I'm just a digital trip fanboy. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I want to thank you guys for all the support recently. It really does mean a lot. We are so close to the release of Watch Dogs 2, and I couldn't be more excited. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe right here on UbiCentral to stay up to date on everything Watch Dogs.